directed to Eddie Howe regarding Anthony Gordon and that back page story in one of the national newspapers this morning linking Anthony Gordon with a move to Arsenal in the summer. He was asked how that affects the player and him. He said as long as Anthony doesn't look left or right and concentrates on the games in hand, things should be fine. It's something the players have to get used to. And when he was pushed on the subject, he then said to reporters, "You tell me why this keeps happening with our players. It's your industry." For Gordon, this is a natural cause, you would suggest, due to the fact he's playing so well and scoring for fun in the Champions League. But Eddie Howe pointed out today at his news conference what he needs to do is continue that good Champions League form into the Premier League, and that starts against his old club Everton at St James's Park tomorrow. It sounds as though the only player who will be back from injury is Jacob Ramsey. The likes of Bruno Guimaraes, Lewis Miley, still a bit of time away and will not be involved at the weekend.
Arsenal are making serious moves behind the scenes. A new midfielder is already planned. A winger is also on the list. And now the Gunners are reportedly leading Liverpool and Manchester United in the race for one explosive Premier League star. Yes, we're talking about Anthony Gordon. Let's break this down. Arsenal leading the race? According to fresh reports, Arsenal are currently ahead of both Liverpool and Manchester United in the race to sign the Newcastle United winger. Gordon joined Newcastle from Everton in January 2023 and has developed into one of the most dangerous wide players in the league. He's 25. He's entering his prime. And he reportedly has just 2 years left on his contract. Even more interesting? He would be open to a move to London. The price tag, this won't be cheap. Reports suggest Arsenal may have to pay between 75–80 million to get the deal done. That's big money. But Arteta is said to be a huge admirer of Gordon's versatility. He can play left wing, right wing, even centrally when needed. In Arsenal's fluid attacking system he could thrive. What does this mean for Martinelli and Trossard? If Gordon arrives, someone could leave. Could we see Gabriel Martinelli pushed out? Or Leandro Trossard sacrificed? Arteta wants depth, but he also wants competition. Adding Gordon would raise the intensity level in training and match days immediately. What about Liverpool? Liverpool are also watching closely. They've already strengthened their attack recently, but questions remain: who replaces Mohamed Salah long-term? Has Cody Gakpo truly stepped up? And with Federico Chiesa possibly leaving, do they need another winger? Gordon has been on Liverpool's radar before and they could re-enter the race fast. Final verdict: Arsenal want a midfielder, a winger and possibly more. Anthony Gordon fits the profile: Premier League proven, explosive pace, direct attacking threat, entering his peak years, but 80 million is a massive investment. So here's the big question: should Arsenal spend ATM on Gordon? Or prioritise midfield first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest Arsenal transfer updates. Arsenal's secret summer plan revealed. Romano confirms 3 signings. Arsenal fans, this is big. A Brighton wonderkid linked. Sandro Tonali still on the radar. Anthony Gordon in a 75 million battle. And now Fabrizio Romano has confirmed 3 summer priorities, including 1 secret signing barely anyone is talking about. Let's break it all down. Arsenal target Brighton star. Arsenal FC are positioning themselves for a serious summer rebuild, even though many believe they already have the strongest squad in the Premier League. According to reports, Arsenal and Manchester City FC are preparing for a head-to-head battle for Brighton's rising star, Jack Hinchelwood. The 20-year-old has been outstanding for Brighton and Hove Albion FC and is already a regular for England's U21s. Reported price tag? Around 4,045 million. Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta both love young, intelligent, technical players, and Hinchelwood fits that profile perfectly. But the big question is, will Arsenal move fast before City do? The Tonali situation, another name still high on Arsenal's shortlist? Sandro Tonali. The Italian midfielder at Newcastle United FC is admired internally, and there's growing belief he could be open to a bigger move next summer. Newcastle won't make it easy, but as we've seen with Alexander Isak, St James Park isn't always the final destination for elite talent. If Tonali becomes available, expect Arsenal to be ready. Fabrizio Romano's secret bombshell. Now here's where things get very interesting. Speaking on YouTube, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano confirmed Arsenal will push for a midfielder, a winger, and a young right-back. Yes, a right-back. Romano described it as an underrated priority that hasn't been heavily discussed in the media. This suggests Arteta is planning not just for depth but for long-term dominance. Arsenal aren't just building for now. They're building to stay at the top. Anthony Gordon twist. And then there's Anthony Gordon. Arsenal are reportedly leading the race for the Newcastle winger ahead of both Liverpool FC and Manchester United FC. Valuation? Around 75 million. If Arsenal land Gordon plus a midfielder plus a new right-back, this squad becomes terrifying. Final thoughts. Arsenal are not standing still. They're planning, strategizing, positioning. 3 signings. 1 under-the-radar move. And potentially 1 blockbuster winger deal. The real question is, which position should Arsenal prioritize first? Midfield? Winger? Or right back? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest Arsenal transfer updates.